How's everyone doing today? My name is Franklin Gonzalez and welcome back to my channel, guys. So as you can tell by the title of this video, I just got done watching Avengers Infinity War. And real quick, spoiler alert. From here going on, I'll be speaking about spoilers, all that shit. So if you haven't seen Avengers Infinity War, do not watch this video unless you don't give a fuck. Just click off immediately. Click off immediately if you haven't seen it. Like, just fucking go watch that shit and come back later and watch it. So, first reaction is, oh my god, dude. Oh my god. What a freaking movie, dude. This movie was awesome, dude. From start to finish, death and destruction, character moments, comedy, everything about this movie was simply amazing, dude. So the first scene, if you guys watched Thor Ragnarok and you saw the after credit scene, it showed Thor's ship run into Thanos' ship, and we don't get to see the fucking battle. All we see, the first scene is pretty much dead bodies right away, right? And we see Loki. Obviously, he's always chilling, standing up because he gets away out of everything. Thor on the ground, all that shit. And by the end of the scene, Loki's dead. All the Asgardians are dead, other than Thor. I think he uses what's the stone? The purple stone. I forgot what the fucking stone was. He blows up the fucking ship, and Thor goes off into space, right? And I believe, you get introduced to the children of Thanos, and those characters. I'm gonna start right now. They didn't have as much light as Thanos. Look, this was 100% Thanos' movie. This is his movie. Like, he was the main character. That's what I came away feeling by the end of this movie. He was the main character. I get to meet them. What happens next? Shit, fuck. You see, I'm gonna do a full-fledged review tomorrow. But right now I'm just doing my first impressions. I'm kind of getting my mind jump, but I gotta rethink and remember everything. It was just so crazy. I'm still like shocked about the end of this movie, dude. Look. Oh, man, the end of this movie was so crazy, dude. It was just crazy. So Thanos gets the fucking the Tesseract. Gets that gem. And let's see what happens next. Fuck. I don't remember if the children, two of the children of Thanos go to Earth, and what happens there? We run into Tony Stark, who actually meets Doctor Strange and Bruce Banner. Oh yeah, the Hulk was on the Asgardian ship, and he gets sent back to Earth. One of the Asgardians sent him back. So he tells Doctor Strange what's going on. Doctor Strange contacts Tony Stark, and they get together when two of the children of Thanos come. And at this moment, you see that Bruce Banner can't turn back to the Hulk. I guess the Hulk was so traumatized by the events that happened on the Asgardian ship that he did not want anything to do with Thanos or any of his kids. So it was pretty much just Bruce Banner. He gets taken to a safe place because Bruce Banner by himself obviously has no help. And we get to see Doctor Strange. I forgot what the Asian guy was, but I forgot his name. The Asian wizard. Doctor Strange, the Asian wizard, and Iron Man, Tony Stark, fight the children of Thanos. And what happens is, eventually they capture Doctor Strange. And, oh yeah, in the middle of this, Spider-Man shows up. Spider-Man shows up as well. He gets a little tingly. You guys saw the trailer. He gets a spider sense is tingling. He shows up, saves Iron Man real quick. But what happens is, they're there for the time stone, and fucking Doctor Strange gets captured. He gets taken up to the ship, and that's where we pretty much get the separative groups, right? Iron Man, Spider-Man, and Doctor Strange get taken up in the ship with the children of Thanos. And that's where you see that scene where like the wizardy child of Thanos is like messing with Doctor Strange. And then look, that guy dies a pretty bitch death. Like, he didn't really do much. He dies pretty quickly into the movie. He gets blown out into space, and he just dies in space, obviously because of the lack of oxygen and all that shit. So that guy gets killed. They make their way to Titan, but halfway through Titan, they run into half of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Because the Guardians of the Galaxy run into Thor before this, and Thor, Rocket, and Groot go off to a planet to go make Thor's new hammer. While Gamora, Star-Lord, Drax, oh fuck, I forgot the fucking bug girl's name. God damn it. It's kind of late right now already, so my mind isn't where it should be. I need to write some notes down. But they go off to meet Thanos at nowhere, where the collector is, right? So they get to nowhere, the four that I just mentioned. They get to nowhere, and when they get there, Thanos is interrogating the Collector. So Gamora goes up there, and all of a sudden, she slashes Thanos on the throat, and you think, what the hell, he's dead? But obviously not. He already had the fucking reality stone. He was changing reality. He actually already had the stone that he was looking for, which is one that the Collector had. I forgot what it was. The fucking... I forgot. Oh, I need to read... so confused. It was the red one. And, changes reality, captures Gamora. And there's a really good scene where, like, he turns Drax into rocks and all that stuff. Once he leaves, everything's set back together. Captures Gamora because she knows where the Soul Stone is. And so she needs her help to get the Soul Stone. You get this really good scene on Thanos' ship where he has Gamora, and apparently Thanos had already captured Nebula and was torturing Nebula in order to get the words out of Gamora. So man, that was a crazy scene. That was brutal, dude. Look, she might be like a robot. I mean, we as people might not really, like, we can't sympathize with how she feels because she's the fucking robot. But that, like, actual pain, you can imagine, like, how that felt. Like, that, it was just great. It was a great moment, man. Like, you guys really got to see this movie. It was so amazing. So that happens. During this time, let's see, what's his name? Fucking Star-Lord, Drax, and the Bug Lady, they go to Titan as well to go pretty much get Thanos, because that's everything he's gonna go next. So they run into who was there? Fucking Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and Iron Man. They run into them, get in a quick quarrel because they think they're each the bad guys. They eventually come to an agreement, and they come up with a plan on how to stop Thanos once he reaches fucking Titan. So here's like the fucking most, oh my god, this moment, dude. Thanos comes to the planet where they have the Soul Stone and runs into the protector of the Soul Stone with Gamora, who turns out to be fucking Red Skull. Who would have fucking thought, dude? Who would have fucking thought? Oh, that shit was crazy, man. I was like, what the fuck? What is he doing there? And he pretty much tells her that the Soul Stone will only be his if he sacrifices something he loves. So you start seeing Thanos crying, right? You don't really know why. And Gamora's like, there you go. You finally fucking lost. You don't love anything, so that's fate. And he looks at her and he's like, and he just looks at her crying. And she's like, why is he crying? And Red Skull's like, he's not crying for himself. He's crying for you. And he fucking grabs Gamora, throws her off the cliff. Gamora dies. Right there, dude. Gamora dies. And Thanos gets, like, I'm shaking right now thinking about this moment. It was so good, dude. It was so messed up and heavy, man. So Gamora dies. Thanos gets a Soul Stone, appears on Titan. It seems like the plan is working, man. So what their plan is to tie Thanos down and not allow him to close his fist so he could use the stones. So it's working until Star-Lord starts questioning Thanos as they have him held down. What happened to Gamora? And Star-Lord loses it. Starts beating Thanos down. Iron Man has to stop taking off the glove in order to stop Star-Lord from fucking shit up. And Thanos is able to get the glove back on. And, dude, Spider-Man had that glove for like a second. He had it all the way off. And then Thanos got it right back on. Stops everything. Stabs Iron Man through the stomach. And bounces. Oh, no. Before that, Doctor Strange tells Thanos if he spares Iron Man, he will give him the time stone. And he gives it to him, the time gem, whatever. So there you go. Thanos has almost all of the Infinity Gems. Last gem is in Vision. So what's going on right now? Fucking Vision, Captain America, Bucky, fucking Black Panther. Man, I skipped the whole section of the movie. This movie's so long, dude. So excuse me if I mess things up. I'll probably do a full review later. But they're doing their own thing. They beat some of the children of Thanos already. The plan is to get Vision's stone out of his head while keeping him intact. That fails because they get attacked at that point already. And look, the battle on Wakanda was probably one of the greatest battles I've seen in a while in movies. Dude, that battle was amazing. It was so good. So at this point, I believe all of the children of Thanos have been killed off when Thanos arrives to Wakanda, and he Wait, before this, fuck, everything's going so crazy, dude. So before this, Thor is able to get his hammer made, and look, the way he gets his hammer fucking made is so crazy. He had to take the full blast of a fucking red sun. That was crazy, man. And he survived that shit, obviously, and Groot helped him make his hammer. So that was dope. So Thor shows up in Wakanda, wrecks shit with his new hammer, going badass as fuck, fucking all that shit up, man. Thanos arrives. Oh, his new hammer has like a fucking... It's more like a... What do you call that shit? It's like an axe, pretty much. It's like a fucking big-ass axe. Thanos shows up. And pretty much at that point, Vision tells Scarlet Witch, he's like, there's no... Scarlet Witch is the only person who could destroy the fucking... What the fuck is this stuff? I'm so out of it, dude. The stone that's in Vision's head, right? The last Infinity Stone that Thanos needs. So, Scarlet Witch is the one who could destroy it, so... As Thanos is fighting off the Avengers, Scarlet Witch is destroying it, and Scarlet Witch fucking destroys the stone, man. Destroys it. And you think it's done. Oh, thank God it's done. Thanos won't get it last. But we forget, he has the fucking time gem already, time stone in his fucking gauntlet. Turns back time. Fucking Vision's alive again to only get his fucking time stone ripped out of his goddamn forehead, dude. That shit was crazy, man. And, gets the last stone. He assembled an Infinity Gauntlet. And before he gets to snap his fingers, Thor comes in with his fucking new axe, slices Thanos right in the chest. It looks like Thanos is down for the count. At this point, I was like, okay, the movie's over. Movie's over. He did what he got to do. Thanos is dead. It's over. Done. Like, not dead, but like, he's going to go out. He's going to lose a gem or some shit, whatever. But all Thanos has to say is, you should have hit me in the head. Or you should have gone for the head. Snaps his fingers. Half of the galaxy, of the universe, is destroyed. You see Doctor Strange die. The Guardians die. Spider-Man dies. Bucky dies. Black Panther dies. A Falcon dies. I think War Machine dies. Fucking Nick Fury dies. So from the Guardians, it's Drax dies. Oh, fucking Rocket Raccoon doesn't die, but Groot dies. Fucking Star-Lord dies. The Strange, Star-Lord, Spider-Man. The Spider-Man scene is one of the saddest scenes, man, I've ever seen. That was some heavy shit, man. That was tough to watch. That was crazy. But pretty much half of the universe is dead. All of them just wiped out. They turned to ash. That was crazy, man. That was heavy. Like, man, dude, it's probably missing people who died, but this is like the heaviest ones that came to mind right now. It was tough, man. The theater was silent during this moment, man. Like, you guys gotta watch it. You guys gotta watch it to be like, it's just like, damn. At the end of the movie, you see Thanos back in his home, relaxing with a small smirk on his face. That's how it ends. Everyone dies, and the post-credit scene is Nick Fury right before he turns to ash, dialing Captain Marvel. And the last words on screen are, Thanos will return, instead of the Avengers will return. So, yeah, guys, in my opinion, I give this movie a 10 out of 10. It was amazing, guys. So, fuck. These are just my first initial, like, just my thoughts right out of my head. So I might have gotten some things wrong. It was pretty jumbled, pretty messed up. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. Make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, guys. I want to talk to you guys. What do you guys think about Infinity War if you guys watched it already? Other than that, if you guys want to see a review or like a full-fledged, like, written out review where I really talk about what I feel about the movie, then let me know in the comment section right now. I want to see. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Peace out.